perfect. We're just gonna go right into it. It's gonna be wonderful.
Oh, we could redo that. We could redo the last 10 minutes. It's fine.
That makes me super sad and not gonna happen. Um, everyone out in Chatland, hi, hello, welcome. We're not gonna do the full intro, because that was horrible. And yes, chat, this is not the first time that we are running through this. Um, we have the original coder here, while Richard is trying to get better. So, Richard, if you're listening, get better. Um, but we have Eva, Dimitri, and Carter here, all playing with us this evening. Um, and as a recap, you guys did end up hearing some terrible news about a new disease that is beginning to be spotted within Indianapolis. 5 people who have been infected with it and have confirmed cases end up with having a 100% mortality rate. Dimitri, you received a seemingly grave text message from Walter saying that he messed up and said it was too late that he already died. Unsure whether or not that is just a joke because, kindred, or worse. But the 3 of our vampires wake up the following night, all a little bit hungrier, but nonetheless able to go ahead and wake up as they are getting their morning preparations put together. What would you guys like to do? You guys have a full, wonderful night ahead of you. No issues. You don't have the Primogen and the Prince breathing down your guys' necks currently. You guys don't have to worry about a party you guys are hosting. Overall, it's a great night for you guys.
I'll first check my phone and see if there's any other texts than where I left off, and if not, I'll try to call Walter's phone.
Uh, yeah, you look through your text messages, and there's no additional text messages at all. Um, and when you go to pick up or when you go ahead and call your phone, it picks up on the other line, but the entire time it is almost immediately as soon as the call connects, it is almost like a busy tone with some crackling happening in the background. Almost like it was
Hmm.
like dial up, almost being like kind of trying to make a phone call with dial up, but you still hear just crackling in the background and some very, very, very faint voices. So quiet you can't really hear what they're saying, but you can definitely discern there's voices. And the crackling sort of matches with the voice level.
Hmm. Okay. I'll go ahead and hang up,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll call my sire.
Okay. You go ahead and make a phone call to your sire, and a unfamiliar voice picks up on the other line. Ah, this
Hello, who
is
am I speaking with?
ah. My name is Tony. It is very, very nice to meet you. Your friend is a little tied up currently.
By friend, who do you mean?
The person you were trying to call.
He's tied up right now.
Indeed.
How did you manage this?
Oh, I asked kindly, and he sort of did it. It was rather, rather easy, to be quite honest. It was either that or tell
How
me where you and the rest of your clan come from. You You see, Dimitri, your
How?
sire made a lot of enemies overseas, and well, debts are timing about up. So we're going through and providing a extension if he wishes.
An extension?
Yeah, we don't mess with you guys. You guys don't mess with us. But I think with the move and stuff, we lost numbers. So we just had to make sure that our information was up to date and that you guys had we had your up to date information.
Tony, who exactly do you represent?
Ah, a small family called the Giovannis.
Okay. And what is it you want from me?
Oh, personally, I would like for you to not show your face here tonight, and that's we call that good on everyone's part, honestly. Or at least wait until he calls you to say the coast is clear.
Hmm. And you came from overseas, yes?
Yes, we do have some family over here as well, but me and my cousins, as you would say, is from overseas.
Have we met before?
You and I? Mm,
Ah,
I don't think so, no. Maybe in passing at
okay.
most, but not officially.
Is it possible for me to speak with Kostomolov?
Ah, yes, that is indeed doable, but please be mindful that any sort of shenanigans will be taken care of.
I have no intention for shenanigans. I just want to make sure that he is okay.
Well, then,
It very much has much to do with the chance of you having a future.
see, I'm glad we're on the same page of where we stand, Dimitri. It makes it a lot easier for this transaction to go through. And you can sort of hear uh, the audio differences. You can definitely tell he swapped it to speakerphone.
Bakan,
Yes,
is this something I should be worried about?
it is as we say another test. Not for you, but for me, it is. It will be fine. Our family has grown so rapidly with the assistance of these people, and it's just business.
As you say.
Speaking of, have you heard from Walter by chance?
Yes, he sent me text last night.
Be a good childer and go check on him, would you?
As you wish.
Wonderful. Um, he has this new little haven down in just off the suburbs of Indianapolis. It's considered Anarch territory still, but close enough that if he needs to rush, he can make it into the Towers territory.
I will look in on him. When was the last time you saw him?
Last night before he was taken from our haven.
Taken? By
Yes.
who?
Honestly, don't know. They were the person. This thing. It had speed of our kind, but it was transformed in a way that I have not seen before.
I will look and see what I can find.
Be careful.
You know better.
Oh, right. I think that's enough time
No,
for
no, it's fine. Tony. Thank you. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity.
just trying to keep good business between us.
Is wise.
The phone line goes ahead and disconnects.
I'll spend a few minutes punching the air in my room, cursing in Russian.
As you do, as you do. While the rest of you are, what are you guys doing while this is being partaken in with this phone call?
Eve, I'll let you go.
I'm going to check on Hunter.
Okay. You go ahead and go into a Hunter's room, and Hunter is not there.
I will call him.
Yeah, go ahead.
Where are you?
Just went out for a quick bite. Do you need anything?
Nope, just came to check on you. How are you feeling?
Uh, I think just a couple of bruised ribs at this point, but doing significantly better, that's for sure. I was able to roll out of bed without wanting to just die, so that was a plus.
That's a good sign. Do you know when you'll be back?
Maybe like 10 minutes.
Okay. Just figured I would check in.
Yeah, also, have you heard about what's going on downtown?
Slightly, but is there bigger news?
No, it's like on lockdown. Um, but
Where are you at?
I mean, I'm just down the street at a rallies, but it's still in Terre Haute. So all the cases so far have been just downtown Indy. So I think should be okay here. But I'll probably be sticking around the Grove a little bit more often than normal, if that's okay.
Yeah, it's totally fine. Makes sense.
Not quite like not quite like you guys, where I don't think this stuff would really affect you.
Yeah, I kind of want to know more. So if you anything, let me know.
Yeah, I'll keep my ear out. I have my radio turned on to see if there's any live updates. But as of so far, I think they had an update at like noon that it has reached like 15 people at this point. And of those 15, 13 have died.
Wow, that's fast.
Yeah, it typically they've noticed so far that after 4 hours of catching it that they don't seem to make it afterwards.
Yeah. Well, keep your ear out, and I'll see you when you get back.
Yeah, definitely will. He goes ahead.
I'm gonna hang up.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do, Eva?
Just gonna go back to my room and hang out for a little bit.
Carter.
Well, as far as I know, it could just be a lazy Tuesday. So
True.
I kind of figure I sleep in and then call my sire using my new ritual. Well, it's not that new, but I haven't had a chance to use it yet.
Yeah. Let's get that bad boy pulled up. Do you have to make a certain roll for that?
I believe just a standard ritual roll, so a rouse check, and then intelligence plus blood sorcery versus difficulty 3.
Perfect. Go ahead and make it. And as you're making these rolls, you want to, since it is a new ritual you have not seen performed before, if you want to sort of give a description of what it looks like when you're making this phone call.
Absolutely. So I take an object of Penelope's that I had. So I'm gonna assume I have um, like a coin or something small that she would have given me specific for this purpose. And so I make a bowl of pure water. I drop the coin in there, as well as drip some of my blood into the bowl, and I just stare at the coin for a freakishly long time, like 15 minutes of just like staring at it and then trying to form a connection. And then if it succeeds, even more time staring at it before I'm able to start what amounts to a telepathic conversation with Penelope.
Wonderful. Freaking blood rituals, man.
I'm sure there's going to be some more coming.
I'd hope so. As for Tremere, I would hope there would be more inbound.
All right, so I passed my rouse check, and now it's going to be intelligence and blood sorcery. Oh, that is a success.
Nice. We love that here.
So I believe that means it takes me 15 minutes and then I roll, and since it was a success and not a critical success, it means it's another 15 minutes of concentration, and then I can have a 10-minute telepathic conversation with her.
All right. You go ahead and await the additional time.
And when I'm trying to think, the last time we've had a chance to catch up, it was she was going back to Chicago, and she had sort of implied that we may just be waiting out the current prince, if I remember correctly.
Yes, and she said that she may be away the next time that you guys attempted to have a conversation, whatever that may mean.
Yes, which, as a matter of fact, this is why I got that. This is why I researched this ritual, so that hopefully I would maximize my chances of being able to reach her if she was unreachable by phone.
Yeah. You can feel after the additional 10 minutes, you could feel the connection link between you and Penelope.
Hey, Penelope, can you hear me?
Yes, and this is interesting to say the least.
Well, it seemed like a useful option to have communication with you, since the walls seem to have ears, and we are playing the game now.
Yes, yes, you are. You okay?
So far, we're still alive, so to speak. What about you?
I just got back actually. Um, but overall it's been quiet.
And quick question for the storyteller here: Did so Matthew had connected some dots between what was happening and the records he found, but he has not shared that with us yet. Is that right?
As far as which records, the like what he found on the desk.
Yeah, because he had sort of put together that the illness might be connected to
Correct.
the Inquisition.
Correct. He was able to read that as he was on his way back to his haven up in Gary. As
So
you
we have
guys,
no idea.
you guys have no idea the connection between those two things. Just that this new disease is running rampant.
Okay, perfect. Um, yes, without taking the whole session, trying to summarize all the stuff that's happened since last I talked to Penny, I will bring her up to speed on all of it, including the blood hunt and the Lasombra friend that we have now, and Angela Wyatt. Well, I guess I can't do that because I don't want to give away coterie secrets, but
You sure
but
you don't want to do it?
yeah, no, 100% sure I don't want to give away coterie secrets. So I will bring her up to speed to the extent that is possible while adhering to our tenets.
Okay. Um, definitely believes that you're heading in the right direction. And she's like, I just returned from Memoriam, and it was eye opening. Um, but it was what the Prince of Indianapolis was requested from me.
What do you mean?
As everyone had a punishment of the sires that were of your coterie, he couldn't give a direct punishment to me because I fall underneath a different prince's domain. But in return, our prince here in Chicago had requested I go into Memoriam and try to find some information to relay back to the Indianapolis Prince.
Ah,
Yeah, it's exhausting, really.
well, I'm glad you're done with it.
Me too. Me too. Now, if you could just make sure that I don't have to do it again, that would be wonderful.
That would be wonderful for all of us. Do you have any advice on how to handle the Anarch? Yes, I mean, we're out here in Terre Haute, right in the smack in the middle of Anarch territory. Any advice?
She thinks for a minute. Keep your head down. Don't cause too much of a stir. The Anarchs, they have their numbers, that's for sure. But they don't have
Fewer now.
true. But they don't have the resources that we do. But do be mindful. There is a portion of our house is splintered, and the House of Karna has expanded and fled Chicago. so they may have a new group of Tremere that might be heading your way. So just be on the lookout for that.
Okay, I appreciate it. Let me know if you need anything. We can be in touch anytime.
Yeah, does this work the other way? I can now reach you, or do I have to call you, and then you could set this up, or how does this whole thing work? I don't have this ritual.
If you call me, I can set it up. It takes up to a half an hour to get going. So it's if there's an emergency needs immediate conversation, the phone is going to be better. But if you need to speak with me, this is the most secure way. So just text me or call me, and I can set this up.
You make yourself a more of a resource every day.
Got to do something.
For House and Clan. Until next time.
As a clan. Yep. All right. That being taken care of, the vampire equivalent of a pancake breakfast sounds great. Let's go find something to eat.
As you head upstairs, Carter, you get a text message.
Okay. Who's it from?
It is from none other than your good friend down at the hospital.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
Hey.
Not bad yet.
Right, exactly.
Of course, she's down at the hospital and there's an outbreak, so.
Hey, it's scary down here, so just if you don't have to come in, don't. But hospital just got bought out, and they think that I'm actually going to be able to take that new position.
Congratulations. Bought out by who?
Some corporate from overseas. I don't really know a whole lot about it. They're keeping a lot of it under wraps until it's finalized, but they let us know that there's not going to be any changes, but just a name change once it's official.
All right. Be careful out there.
Yeah, you too. Hopefully, if it's not too terrible, we can get some coffee soon.
Absolutely. Not from Denny's, though.
Why would you even suggest that horrible place?
It's a long story.
Okay. Well, I'd like to hear it sometime.
Maybe someday.
And she goes ahead and just gives a red heart emoji and just ends the conversation. You go ahead and head upstairs to see what's available for this pancake breakfast.
Jay has all our stuff.
Yep.
What a jerk.
Um,
Freaking Nosferatu. If there's any Nosferatu around, I was just kidding. I love you guys.
a voice note. Roughly about this time, the other two of you can hear Carter's footsteps sort of pass by as he's beginning to head towards the main hall.
Oh, you know what? That reminds me. I need to talk to Dimitri. I am pretty sure he's going to know how to dispose of a body, and Drake is sitting in my library.
I mean, the way you disposed of a body was efficient.
Well, yeah, but like now, having joked about it, like I'm kind of into the whole like keeping his head so that I can like do soliloquies and stuff, like a skull to talk to. I don't know.
That's disgusting, but I'm here for
A little bit, a little bit, but blood mage.
it.
He served his purpose.
Yeah, for sure.
It's kind of like like a stuffed pet.
At this point, Dimitri, you hear a knock at your door.
I'll pull it open. What?
tone doesn't sound good. What's going on, man?
Yes, bullshit from old country. You want to take a ride? I need to blow off steam.
Yeah, we should pick up some food, I guess.
Yes, we need to go to the city though.
The city? Ugh.
Yeah, I got to check in on my brother.
All right, let's go get Eva.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
good. She'll keep us out of trouble.
Yeah. Any ideas on how to dispose of Drake cleanly?
Let's see. You got tin snips and ball peen hammer,
No.
hacksaw.
No. I mean, I can probably get those things.
Wait, he's probably starting to smell. We need to pick up some plastic sheeting too,
All right. Well, that is the list.
and some duct tape. Lots of duct tape.
Okay.
Um,
I trust your judgment.
as you guys gather and head towards Eva's room, Eva, you do hear a knock at your door as well.
Yes.
We go to the city.
Why are we going to the city?
I have to check on my brother. Plus, we need to get some tools to get rid of body.
Is it safe to go to the city right now?
What's going on in the city?
I was told there's some sort of virus breakout thing by Hunter.
Yeah, but when was the last time you had a cold? That's not really our problem, is it?
Well, I'm not saying for us. I'm just saying that there's a lockdown, so we get in trouble for going there.
The lockdown's just in downtown, right? As far as we know.
I mean, yeah, but isn't that close enough? Who knows exactly where it's at?
Eva, do you always ask for permission to do things?
Most of the time, no. But since we've been getting in trouble, yeah, I've been doing it more lately. It's kind of a pain in the ass.
Well, you totally need to stop this. Let's go have some fun.
All right, what the hell fun it is.
All right, so ground rules. Ground rules. No propane unless we all agree, okay?
What if I'm not with you and I really need to?
If you're not with me, that's fine.
Okay, it's good. I remember you said this.
Now this is the part where if this was a Telltale game and the top right corner will say Dimitri will remember this.
As long as you remember that I will throw you under the bus if I am not with you.
Eh,
Sorry.
Let's
Okay,
leave
so let's go.
gathering supplies though to Hunter. Less time of being out.
this
Chill.
works. Go. So I text him. You give me number. I send him message.
Okay, I'll give you his number. Why do you have to text him though?
Because I want to send him text to let him know it's a big list. Don't want to make him write down. Do you have My Little Pony? Question mark send.
Yeah, have to pick up rallies to make it look believable.
Sweet. I have more shopping for you. And I send him a big list. ...
Great.
Do since there is an outbreak, do we need to deal with it? Like, should we keep our security guards here? Do any of our security guards live in the area? I don't want them getting everybody sick.
Yeah, we just let them know stay here. We tell them not to leave.
Are
They
any
watch
of them
the place.
are any of them going to get upset by a dead body in the library?
I mean, these guys were like, they're kind of like mercenary. They see dead body before. It's no big deal.
Yeah, make sure Carter gets the supplies to put a new door up. Oh wait, no, you didn't tear it down.
Oh,
You
hold on.
unlocked it. That's right. Never mind. I'm sorry.
No, I kicked it in. Remember?
Oh, you
she
did
made
kick
me
it in.
in.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
He unlocked the
Hey,
separation
stop
between.
by Home Depot. Get a new door.
I'm going there anyway for the hammer and all the others. Yeah. I'll...
Tell him not to give you keys. By the way, Carter gets
And
all the
make
keys.
extra keys for me.
Oh, you're such a jerk.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have you reimburse me.
It's no problem.
Carter just sent, or Hunter just sends the eye rolling emoji. But the rest of you are able to go and head up to where you park your vehicle and begin to head out into the good old world, as it were, and go to the suburbs of Indianapolis. A lot of
I'll
these,
plug the address that he gave me for Walter into the GPS.
yeah, a lot of these, as soon as you guys get closer, you can sort of notice that a lot of the houses are not like run down where it's not where someone, but you can definitely tell it's not a nice neighborhood that he has chosen to put up his haven. As you go ahead and get to the location, you would probably believe that this place was condemned. All the windows are sort of like boarded up. Most of the house is like in horrible condition. It's just overall not a fantastic place, but it probably serves its purpose.
Okay, is there a door still on this thing, or is it
Yeah, there is still
kicked in?
there is a door on this thing.
Okay. Is it locked?
You go ahead and try it. It is not locked.
Yeah. Okay.
And you
It's
know,
like creepy movie.
it does, and it does have the creepy like creak as you open up the door, and it is completely pitch black in here. There's a street light that's right outside of the house. That is your only sort of light into probably like a good 3 or 4 feet into the house as you walk into it, and you're sort of walking at this point into a living room. It looks like. The furniture is not much better, but you can definitely see on the walls. Look like there's some rather old bolt holes that don't look like have never been patched up. You're pretty sure in the corner you see a blood stain that looks like it's been dried and been there for quite some time. But it is just pitch black inside of here.
Okay. Vampires can't see in the dark. I didn't know if that was a thing or if there's
No,
like...
there's a couple of powers that
Gotcha.
allow you to do that, but as of right now, you guys cannot.
Okay. So I'll pull my phone out and kind of use the screen to
Sure.
shine a light in there. And I'll also kind of sniff the air to kind of see if I smell anything.
Yeah, go ahead
Like
and roll
fresh blood or...
just a wits plus awareness for me, please.
Okay. Have to find the tab. There it is.
Oh.
And what is going to be the difficulty?
Difficulty would it be a 2.
Okay. And that is 1 success.
Are you happy with it, or would you like to willpower? You guys did get some new willpower at the top of the episode.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'll just assume everything's fine.
Yeah, I love it. I love it when my players assume that just everything in a creepy house is fine.
Yeah. Totally legit.
It's so good.
I will actually, while I'm kind of standing there before I've gone too far inside, I will call Walter's number and just see if I hear a phone ringing in the house.
You do hear the sound of a phone going off in the distance, and you do recognize it to be Walter's ringtone.
Okay. I'll start kind of moving that direction towards where the phone is.
Yeah, if you're trying to be stealthy as a group, everyone please go ahead and roll Dex plus Stealth for me, please.
Difficulty?
Difficulty will be 3. Eva, if
Yep.
you have a
Didn't make that.
okay, Eva, if you have a specialty in break-ins, you will get that specialty bonus as well. Ooh, that is going to be a bestial failure unless you want to re-roll some of those black dice, Eva.
Yeah, I'll reroll.
Cool. Oh, Carter, here to save the day. The sneakiest one of all, the Blood Mage.
I'm only sneaky because these other two are so loud.
Right. It's all about perspective. You don't have to be faster, but you just got to be, faster than the person next to you. And that's an
That did not
unfortunate-
help.
All right, we have a bestial failure on our hands. That makes my heart very happy. Let us look here real quick. I forgot to have my GM screen out, so I do apologize. I have to look this up real quick before we get anything out of Getaway.
Roll 20 has failed me tonight.
Yeah, for like the first time it was like what, last week or the week before, you like rolled like 3 different crits.
Yeah, that's what it should be all the time.
Yeah, you right. You know what? You right. All right. I'm just trying to find. Why can I not find this? 207. I found it. I don't. Oh, that's why. Let us go ahead and roll. Okay, D6. All right, you have a compulsion. Things turn ugly. The hunger compels Eva to hurt and destroy, not to feed or to win. You have the harm compulsion. This compulsion often, but not always, means physical harm. It can also involve subtler types of damage, such as social or emotional. The vampire performs all actions not immediately resulting in someone or something getting harmed. Add a 2 dice penalty to your pool. This compulsion ends when a vampire incapacitates, destroys, or drives away a target. So anything you do to not harm someone will be at a -2 dice pool until you have incapacitate, destroys, or drive away a target. You can just feel the anger inside of you just begin to sort of bubble up. Carter, you're able to be super, super quiet while Dimitri and Eva stumble their way through the house. You can definitely see they're trying to be more quiet, but whether it's the the type of shoes they have or the debris that's sort of a strew among the house. It kicking of some glass bottles that were not quite as easy to see. But nonetheless, you are in a at least hidden enough and feel safe enough that you're not being seen. Dimitri, do you continue ahead and lead the way?
Yeah.
Okay. You go ahead and continue to go through the house, quietly, sort of listening the best you can. And the ringtone finally stops once the call goes to voicemail.
Okay. I'll dial it again.
Okay.
Just to kind of keep drawing me to it.
Yeah. As you continue to sneak your way there, you do come up on a sort of like an opening that it leads into the kitchen, where everything is sort of just not very well kept, but there's also no need for pots and pans or anything. But it doesn't look like it has been used often. And then on your right across from that, it does have a shut door, but it's not where the ringing is coming from. The ringing is coming a little bit further in the side of the house.
Okay. Are there any other exits from this room other than the closed door?
There is. So if you go, like exits from just this room or exits to the house.
Exits from this room.
Oh,
so
yeah.
when we come inside.
So you come inside there. It's like an open floor plan, like living room where there's not a whole lot of walls. It just is the room. It has a couch and a couple of chairs set up. Across from it is the kitchen that has sort of like an open doorway with just where you walk into it. There is a room on your right across from it that has a door. And then at the other, like maybe a foot down on the left side is another door where the ringing is coming from.
Okay. I'll head that direction and to the ringing, and I'll stop the phone. Like when I get to the door, I'm going to press my ear against it to see if it sounds like the ringing is coming just from the other side, or if it sounds like it's still further away.
Yeah. It does sound like it's coming from the other side of this door, but it does sound like it has a little bit of distance to it. So it's probably like just a bigger room compared to being on the other side of another door.
Okay. Do I once again smell any blood or any like body odor, like people here in the home? Smell of human, anything like that?
Yeah, go ahead and roll another. You rolled 2 and you got a success on it. Was that correct? On the previous one.
I got one success on the wits. Yeah.
Go ahead and roll another one as you get a little bit further into the house.
Any modifier?
As of this point, no, you do not have any sort of modifier, but it is it's still a 2 on the DC.
Okay. Got 2 that
nice. Time. On the other side of the door, it is very, very faint. But you can smell blood on the other side, but it is again very faint. Like this, if it's a body, like the blood is fresher than what Drake was.
Gotcha. Okay.
Eva.
All right, I'll go ahead and kind of.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry. No, I was just gonna look back at the others and kind of like point towards the door, like this is where we're going. Except I don't see Carter. I'm like, where the fuck is Carter?
Carter just is hiding in the shadows the best he can. He is now.
Shit!
He is now the glove box Nosferatu in the room.
If I could shit, I would have done it right then.
Any sort of prep that Eva or Carter would like to do as you guys are sort of creeping behind Dimitri?
I mean, I feel like my usual wits plus suspects look around for, invisible things.
I will indeed allow it.
Eva, why are your eyes red?
Don't talk to me right now.
Oh shit.
I'm not gonna prepare for anything either.
Okay.
She's gonna prepare to eat somebody. That's what it sounds like.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, pancakes would have been a better plan.
Who knows? This might be the pancakes.
These would be very angry pancakes. These aren't going to be the kind of relaxing pancakes that we could have had if we'd done Carter's PJs and a good book Tuesday.
True.
And a little light, body disposal. 4 hits.
4 hits. Some light body disposal. That's fine.
Well, I really hoped that Dimitri was going to snap his fingers and some of his minions were going to handle it.
That'd be too easy. Too easy.
That's the point. I mean, whatever. It's fine.
And you got 4. That is a good roll there, buddo. In one of the corners that is full of shadow, you can see what looks like just like a hole in the wall. It's just a emptiness. Like it's just like what you, even though you can't see what it's around it, you can sort of see that this hole in the wall that is just an abyss is just radiating through your Auspex.
Have I ever seen anything like that before?
No, it's not especially not while using Sense the Unseen.
Does Dimitri have a weapon drawn?
No, he has a weapon.
He is the weapon.
Does Dimitri look like he's about to go personal weapon on somebody, or are we like? Do we look?
He looks like he's getting ready to kind of pull a door open and rush into the room and.
All right,
prepared to deal with whatever's behind that door.
I will draw my absurd Inquisition pistol and point it towards the blackness and motion to Dimitri.
I'll kind of follow the fact that he's extended a gun and is pointing it to the shadows. I'm like,
yes, yeah, of course.
What am I looking at?
I know this sounds dumb, but it looks really dark over there. Like really, really dark.
I just turn and look at him.
It's at this time. Let's see here. Is there rules for this? There is. Of course there are. Everyone roll wits plus awareness, please.
Difficulty?
Difficulty is going to be a. Let me go ahead and roll. It's going to be a opposed roll.
Okay.
So difficulty is going to be 4.
You and those storyteller dice, man.
What can I say? Except they're so good. Anyone would like to willpower?
I mean,
yeah,
I feel obligated to.
Willpower.
Okay.
I will not. It will not help me.
You right.
I can only roll 2.
Yep.
Since 1 is a blood die. Damn.
That is a 3, and that is a 4.
Didn't get it.
Carter, from out of the shadows, you can see a person, like just the top, their torso, emerge from the shadows, and you see a stake going like into the back of Dimitri, as like going to stab Dimitri in the back. As
Oh, I definitely shoot him.
yeah, for sure. As you go ahead and you beat the surprise, and you go ahead and pull. Go ahead and roll to shoot, and that's gonna be dexterity plus firearms. Super good dice pull here for you.
That's my very best. My
horrible
very
is
best
going to
dice pool.
happen if you mess up and shoot
Don't
Dimitri straight in the shoulder.
What's the difficulty here?
Difficulty is going to be. It's going to be opposed because they do not have cover. So it's going to be an opposed test. They just get a minus. I think it's a -3.
Oh, I'm in so much trouble. This guy's, or whatever this is so much better than me.
-2 dice pool for it.
Roll really bad for me.
All right, I'll try.
Uh-oh.
I was going to say, I don't know if it makes a difference, but I noticed in our Hunter game that it's actually composure plus firearms. Typically, it's dexterity would be like if you were in like a quick draw competition. So it may apply in this case because he's trying to shoot him. But yeah, you can use composure seems to be the kind of standard one.
Yeah, I see if like resolve plus firearms if it's like an aimed first shot, wits plus firearms if it's trying to like hurry up and react with the ambushers. Now under counterfire, return fire would be composure firearms, like if it's during it. With a, I will allow a wits plus firearms for you because it's reacting, so it's gonna be using your wits.
All right, I'll just add 1 dice.
Okay.
If that's all right.
Yeah, that works just fine. Good call. And that is going to be Dex plus Athletics for me. But I get a -1 modifier. Do you want to reroll either of those? Because that should have been a black.
It should be 2 black dice.
Yeah.
Do I get to see what the
yeah, let me roll.
I think I roll first.
You're right.
Roll bad.
How about out of 6 dice, he rolled 5 successes.
You're the worst.
And
I've got to beat him, right? Or is tie okay?
Tie is good for you. The ties go to the active vampire, which would be you.
I couldn't even do it though with the tie. The best I could do is 4, right?
No, if you get a
critical, if I get a crit,
you would get 5. You can actually, in theory, get 6 if you crit and get
All
another
right.
hit.
Why not? This is my one chance to save Dimitri by shooting something.
You get 1 shot, 1 opportunity.
No.
All right. So that's 3 successes to its 5. So the shot, as it's, you sort of hit where the shoulder should be, but you can see that the bullet sort of goes through the shadow and just hits into the wall. Dimitri, I need you to roll dexterity plus athletics for me, please.
Okie dokie.
And it will roll dex plus strength, dex plus melee.
Okay, so just straight up dex then.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Don't forget, you can rouse the blood if you would like to in Surge, and it would give you what? Because you're BP2.
Yeah.
I believe BP2 is. I think it might be still 2 dice. Let me double check though. That's the companion that I want because it has the updated. BP2, it would add 2 dice if you wanted to. It's a hunger dice roll, and then you could add 2 dice to any check.
So is that just like a rouse check?
Yep, it's just a rouse check, and then you would go ahead
Okay.
and add, no matter what, no matter if it's a fail or success, you get to add the 2 dice.
Gotcha. Well, we'll just go ahead and do that then.
Nice. Surging for the win.
Thank God.
Oh.
Ouch. Yeah, I'm sure you rolled like crazy, like always.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is Dimitri toast?
Yeah, pretty much fucking toast.
1, 2. Okay, so that's 6 net on a staking. So
Oh no!
right as you see, you take the shot, and then instantly, this vampire just stakes Dimitri through because I think it's a 5+ needed for a stake, if I am remembering correctly.
Okay. For combat stake. Oh wait, no, that's.
For combat staking, the must call shot for -2 penalty, which it did. Inflict 5 points or more of damage of either type before halving. This damage can stem from a melee or grenade launcher. So strength plus melee. Using a stake as a weapon. A stake always damage modifier +0. Yeah, so that is going to be 6 successes before the half. So Dimitri, you are going to be staked, but you go ahead and take. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I didn't know if they're so loud for a willpower roll, reroll.
Oh yeah,
Is that
absolutely. Yeah, 100%. I didn't. I for some reason did not even.
Not probably
Makes
gonna help a
sense.
whole lot, but hey,
I
you
mean,
know,
if you can
if I
reduce
can
it
cut the
underneath.
damage down.
Yeah, for sure.
Once again, my dice betray me.
So 2, which is still enough, sadly, to go ahead and be staked, but you now will take 2 points of superficial damage after the halving. Actually, yeah, still 2 because it's 5, and then minus. Because don't you have a passive power that reduces? Or do you have to activate that?
No.
Okay.
It has to be activated.
Okay. So you still only take 2 superficial, but you are paralyzed. You can still hear and see everything that's going on, and the last thing you see before you can feel your body not just go stiff as a board is the gunshot as you begin to feel something slide into your back and through your heart.
Ouch.
And it goes ahead and lays you down sort of on the ground, sort of being dealt with. Now everyone else, go ahead and give me. It's not a test, but it is just a. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. That was rude. Initiative. Advanced combat. We don't do this enough. Sorry, guys. I need to put more combat in this game is what I'm getting because I don't know these rules for combat enough.
I don't feel like I'm an advanced combat type of character. It's composure plus awareness.
Yeah, composure plus awareness for that. Sweet. So Cardi, is that 4 for you still? Composure plus awareness?
Let me double check. I think so.
What do you need me to roll?
Nothing. I just need to know what your
Oh.
composure plus awareness is. Just like how many.
Yep, 4.
Okay.
Four.
4. Perfect. All right. This individual goes first as they submerge themselves into the shadows, and you no longer see them currently. Eva, you're up.
So where exactly is he?
So the person
Was he? I guess.
Yeah, the person you just saw, and I saw that you stepped away for just a second, but you did see the person just the bullet sort of go through where Carter thought the shoulder, and you even saw it what the shoulder should be, and it just hits the wall. You can see it splinter off behind, as Dimitri just in one swoop gets staked in the back through the heart and placed down, completely paralyzed. As it sort of steps back into, and it's just down next to the door where Dimitri was getting ready to head to. There's just a small gap between where Dimitri and the door was, but the person saw their opportunity when Dimitri looked back towards Carter, and they just stepped back into that shadow where, pretty much right next to where Dimitri was.
Okay. I'm going to assume that I'm somewhat near that door, not right next to Dimitri.
Yeah. Close enough.
I am going to actually blink and try to tackle the person. Yeah.
Yeah. You go ahead and blink towards him. Go ahead and make that rouse check.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
As
I'm gonna be really hungry
you
after
get
this.
real hungry. But I need you to go ahead and roll strength plus brawl for me.
And then I get a -2, correct?
No, because you are actually actively trying to do something to take care of this target.
All right, just making sure.
Yeah.
And what's the difficulty?
It is going to be an opposed check, so let me roll that real quick here. Wow. 6 successes. And then also, if you wanted to, you could rouse if you wanted to. Or I guess you already rolled, but just as a reminder, make sure you guys, you can definitely rouse and try to get a +2 dice on your tests. But you could roll 2 of those if you wanted to. But you're currently 3 down, so you'd have to roll a crit to complete the grapple.
I will. Try to.
Okay. Boom.
Oh,
unfortunate.
God. Okay. I need to stop rolling.
as you go and like blink forward, you can sort of you feel the sort of grab onto them, but it's only like the front half of their torso as you can feel them disappear into the wall. Carter, you're up.
Okay, so do I see this thing?
You saw Eva sort of grab onto something temporarily, and then her hands go flush with the wall where she was just holding onto something.
Okay. And then, assuming we were even able to, what is the penalty for killing for taking out a kindred who's attacked us first?
If it's self-defense, typically it's just is what it is. It's not any sort of break of anything.
All right. So then, my plan here, and you tell me what I need to roll.
Sure.
My plan here is to basically wait for it to pop back up, and then just straight unload every incendiary round that I have, just straight into him.
Sure.
And it looks like for being willing to expend more ammo, I think that's a dice pool bonus, and for having a gun and they don't, that might be a dice pool bonus. And then I will also do a rouse.
Okay. You are going ahead and just sort of wait until they reappear, and then just unload onto this person.
Correct.
Perfect. As you're sort of keeping your eyes peeled the best you can, still sensing the unseen, shortly after, you see one of their hands go, and you can see now that their hand it's been removed, and it looks like it's just a filed down like bone that's been filed in just into a spear as it just tries to go for Eva. Go ahead and roll to shoot.
All right. So do I need to do the rouse to see if I
Yep.
can get a bonus dice?
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, either way, you still get the bonus. We'll just see if you get hungry for the fact, which you do.
Oh, dude, you're gonna need pancakes after this. I will eat
Lots of
every
them.
server at that Denny's.
Probably tastes better than the food. Let's be honest.
You know what? I have nothing negative to say about Denny's. I'm sure they're delicious. As a kindred, I'm sure I don't like them, but
Right, exactly. No, that's what I was saying.
if you're watching this Denny's, I got your back.
Exactly. No, we're not talking about, your actual food. We're just talking about how it would be as a kindred where everything sort of tastes like hash,
Okay, totally. All right, and so this is resolve plus firearms, right? Because I'm sitting here waiting to time it. Okay. And then one from doing the rouse, one from expanding all the bullets, and
you actually
then
get two. Even BP1 is actually changed because with the errata, it was actually changed to 2 at level 1 BP.
Okay, cool. And then one from blowing through the bullets, right?
Yep, absolutely.
So 3. That could have been a lot better.
Do you want a willpower for those two?
Well, let's see. Let's see what they roll.
I got 2 successes.
Then yes, I do. I will go all out.
Willpower to see if you get that extra damage. Roll crit. Roll crit.
Wouldn't that make it bestial crit? A vesicle critical?
Will.
That'll be super fun. That's exactly what should happen right now.
But alas, you get 4 successes to its 2. But that is still a crap load of damage. Because what is
a
base
special anti-vampire rounds?
Do you have the base damage for that? I can look it up.
Yeah, let me look.
Okay. I want to say it was like
Well, I know when I got. Oh, I don't know what the base damage was,
It was a 50 caliber pistol, so
Yeah.
I do remember that.
and I know it did aggravated. I know I took 4 when I got hit
Yep.
with it, but I don't remember how well you rolled.
It is a base of 3. 3 aggravated.
So 5 aggravated.
Oh my god. As you
And then there was like burning too. I don't know what book that weapon or those rounds came out of, but there was something special about them too, if I recall.
yeah, they do 2 aggravated over time unless put out. But with 5, 1 clear shot as you unload into the corner that is right next to Eva, as she's sort of back against the wall, face against the wall, sort of trying to just fail the grapple. You just unload as this person materializes out of the shadow, and 3 gunshot wounds just go into her, and they just sort of fall backwards. Just a giant burning. One of the shots go through the heart, and the other 2 just in her chest, but she just falls just dead.
Waiting for the other shoe to drop.
At this time, it doesn't look like anything is happening. You can still wait and hold, look around.
Yeah, so I will go unstake Dimitri.
Yep.
And then is it like she's dead?
Yeah, no, yeah. As already, you can definitely tell the freshness of the skin is beginning to deteriorate. As it looks like she's breaking down quite quickly.
Well, if possible, I will try to collect some blood, but it sounds like that might not even be a thing.
Go ahead and make a. Let's see here. What would be a good skill for that? Because that's not an actual thing you can do as a cool Tremere, right? That's not a dice pool already.
It's not a tool I've got quite yet.
Then for this
medicine.
Yes, I was thinking.
Medicine dexterity. Wits plus medicine. Okay.
Wits plus medicine, which is still a pretty decent dice pool for you.
Oh, I'm totally okay with whatever
and
you say.
It's going to be a DC of 2. Dimitri, as you're... Oh, nice. You're able to get a nice vial of this person's blood.
Perfect.
Dimitri, as you hear and you're laying sort of face up looking at the ceiling, you can sort of see out of nowhere, Eva just sort of appears and pushes into the wall, and gunshots rattle through, as you can then feel Carter sort of lift you up, put you on one side a little bit, pull the stake out, and sort of let you go and run over to the person and just begin to instantly pull a syringe and to sort of start draining this person of what blood they have left.
Well, that was new.
Next time I say the corner is dark, man, you take me serious.
Okay, got it. Bring Molotov cocktail. I throw it next time. You say no propane.
I mean, Carter's pretty good with the gun. I think he was lying to us.
Oh, that's...
I know. He's a big liar. Are they dead?
Oh, they're dead.
Yeah.
Ugh. Shit.
What was that?
I
Bone
don't
hand?
know.
Bone spear hand? What was that?
Was that it? Trigger any memories?
You guys can go ahead and roll intelligence plus occult.
I'd rather not.
Okay, you don't have to.
I'm just.
Uh,
I mean, I'll
Eva-
roll it, but it's a waste of everyone's time.
Eva, your compulsion has been satisfied as you assisted in the takedown of this target.
Sure did.
He's over there mercilessly stomping the body.
Just
What she did was distracted long enough for me to shoot it. If it had come after me, I'd be dead.
That was the plan all along.
Of course it was. And it worked beautifully.
Carter, do you want to willpower that too? I guess you hit the DC, so you don't have to. It's sort of the way that moves. You recognize it as at least the disciplines of a Lasombra, where you've seen even the scourges just sort of appear from the shadows. But
Man, our Lasombra just knows about the law. Where's all this at? Sorry, Matt. Love you.
Jesus. But as someone who has studied multiple times over specifically like history of all sorts of things, the spike, like the hand portion that is turned into like a spike, doesn't ring any sort of bells to you and what knowledge you would have over.
Interesting.
Now, when it dies, does it hand remain a spike, or does it like change?
It does remain a spike. And at this point, you can see the spike, what it looks like. As it degrades, you can definitely tell that what the spike was actually made of this kindred's bone as it begins to sort of rot and turn. And at this point, you can see that the body is decayed, but it looks like it's sort of stopped decaying, as if it's probably reached its natural state.
That's super gross.
Yeah, a little bit.
Is there anything special about the stake that it used?
No, it looks like it was what looked like a broken leg chair that it was just sort of sharpened real quick and used.
Okay, I will go ahead and open that door then.
Yeah, you open up the door and sort of sitting off in the corner of the room with the phone on their lap. You can see your brother with a stake sort of staked to the wall, but still in a sitting position, but they are staked clean through. Again, it looks like this is, you can see now that there is a table that's like lopsided this way. It looks like a desk, and it looks like the leg of the desk is just straight through Walter.
Okay. I'll pull the stake out.
Oh, are you? Oh.
What kind of bullshit did you mix me up in?
You nothing. I guess now. Yeah.
Quit acting like a girl.
You just pulled a fucking tree out of my chest. What do you mean?
I turn around and point to my back. Do you see me bitching?
No, but that's because that's all you do, Dimitri. And he sort of begins to stand up. And has a decent hole just sort of sitting in his chest. Uh, ah.
Oh yeah,
I didn't even see her until I heard the loud snap, and I woke up like this. And you can look at the bed, and there's just a hole in the mattress where it looked like she staked him, and then moved him into the wall. I don't know. I think it was a. Look, I was just trying to see if there was anything over here for us to take, seeing if there's business opportunities, like overseas. But I guess I poked around the wrong place or something. I walked into this house, and then I get shot back like 10 feet when I tried to walk in, and so I just left and went back and laid down for the evening, or for the day, I guess. And then that's when I saw her. Is she still here?
he did.
Oh, thank God.
No, because we could have possibly asked her some questions.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
I slap his hand away from his chest. Stop it!
Look, yeah. All right. Did you get anything out of her, or was it just go as soon as you walked in?
It was pretty much go as soon as we came in. Now listen.
Yeah.
What was with text? You say, I think I screw up.
Yeah, it was right after I got thrown 10 feet.
Hey, Dimitri, let's do this on the road,
Yes.
man. I just unloaded a 50 cal in here.
You say neighborhood? No one gives shit.
If we got
Cops maybe be here in 2 hours.
yeah, maybe. But as soon as I got flung back 10 feet, I realized it was probably something bad if it affected us. And it almost like electrocuted me down to my core. Before flinging me back. But there was as soon as I tried to walk in, through the threshold of the door something glowed on the floor, and then it went off, and then I figured I would text you, because I'm not going to text him, So I texted you to say I might have been in trouble, and then that's the last thing I remember before seeing her stake me, I guess.
Okay, this place. Where is this place?
It's just down the street, maybe 3 blocks. We can walk there.
Why you checking it out?
I mean, it looked old, but the stuff inside looked brand new. I looked through the windows. It was casing the place. Stuff inside looked brand new. There was a couple of gold statues inside as well.
Is he bullshitting me?
You want to go roll wits plus insight?
Sounds good to me.
Carter, upon hearing all of this, go ahead and roll intelligence plus occult DC 2.
I'm still surprised they didn't want to leave. But
5 successes.
Oh my lord. No, he definitely.
Where was that shit when I needed it?
Paralyzed by the looks of it.
ruh-roh.
do you want to? That is, I guess that is still beating at the DC, so you don't have to roll if you don't want to. What it sounds like, you can sort of hear the conversation between Dimitri and his brother. It sort of sounds like he met a ward against Kindred.
Okay, sure, yeah. That's not good.
No. Very few clans know how to use that sort of sorcery.
Yeah, no, that's really not good.
And as far as you're able to tell Dimitri, he is being completely truthful. Is not. You can sort of see. If he could sweat, he probably would from the panic that he is in. You definitely tell that he's just trying to tell the truth and hit whatever it was, and then shortly after it was right in his face.
I'll get really close to him since I know he's panicked. Kind of put about maybe an inch between our faces. I'm going to ask you a question, and you need to be very honest with me right now.
Okay.
Why would the prince suspect that you may be responsible for the Second Inquisition being in Indianapolis?
And you sort of see his eyes roll. Look, I was talking to another kindred that was there shortly after we arrived, and they asked what happened over there. She was really, really nice and was able to felt like I could talk to her. She said she sort of lived through the same thing in Prague.
This does not answer the question.
As far as I'm aware, that's the only conversation that would even. I don't talk about what happened over there, besides with you and her, I guess. But she was very kind, very charismatic.
Dark hair, old clothes.
Yeah, that's her.
Do you remember what you said?
No, it was sort of a blur, actually. I just remember talking about the Second Inquisition and what happened, why we left. But I swear I didn't say anything else. That at least that I remember. But I remember starting the conversation outside of the prince's office, and then we finished the conversation in a booth.
Okay. So, Carter, is it time to go get propane?
Where would we go? I mean,
We blow up this house 3 blocks away.
I mean, I guess we can. That seems like a bad idea, though. I mean, it sounds like your brother ran into a ward, and that's some pretty powerful stuff.
Yes, so we killed it with fire.
Or we die trying to get in.
No, I'm not saying we go inside. We just surround the house with propane. We just blow the fucking thing up.
Yeah. What did we learn about unsanctioned final deaths?
Hey, there's no reason to suspect that it was us.
Yes, there is. I suspect that we are going to be suspected for every unexplained death that happens in a 200-mile radius, particularly if it involves propane.
Or propane.
Can't you just say they were all thin bloods?
Yes, it's good. Eva, yes.
Sorry, Carter.
I mean, we could try.
Just when you think you have them where you want them, Chad. They just rope and run.
I mean, I will defer to the coterie, but I just used every bullet I have fighting one of them. Who knows what else is there?
Okay, so we don't fuck with this, is what you're saying.
No, I'm saying we don't propane with this. I think we call Bart and his scourges.
To do what?
To make it their problem. We could go
Would
get.
they consider it the problem? He tried to break in. Maybe this is their domain.
Then we really shouldn't do it.
Maybe
I'm
we
saying
just
if you call the
ask Bart.
cops.
Just ask him. He's the sheriff, and if he wants to send his scourges, that's on it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably okay. I don't think we're in trouble. We were defending ourselves. Now, if we had burst into their house and I don't know. It's.
Wait, you think we're gonna get in trouble for this?
I don't think so. But I think if we go off half cocked, we might.
Well, that's why we're not. We're gonna give it to somebody else. We've had our fun since you guys said we'd have fun tonight.
I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news.
Then don't.
Okay.
No.
You
We
can whisper.
need to hear what he
You
has
can
to
whisper
say.
to me.
He goes ahead and sort of reaches around and presses the light switch, and everything illuminates in the living room, except for a hole that's in the wall, Carter, right where you saw it. It is an abyss of just pure blackness in the wall. Do you guys know what that is?
Crap, I thought that's what that thing was.
No, no. But it's been here for a while, and I just haven't had a person that could fix whatever that is. I mean, it hasn't done anything.
Hold on. Wait. This was here before she was here.
Yeah, no, this place, that's been here as far as I found this place like 2 days after we were here, but or we got here.
Why in the hell would you make this your home?
I thought it was a cool decor. I don't know. It's cold if you reach into it, though.
Decor?
Yeah.
Walton, you're
Yeah.
very stupid.
I point my very empty gun at him and I just click through it.
Oh, I thought it was cool. I didn't know what's over here. But like I said, it's just cold on the other side.
That can't
What?
possibly be a good idea. So I'm gonna go poke
No,
at it and
it's
figure out what it
very
is.
Oh my
Carter, you walk over to it.
I'm
just so proud, Carter.
I'm
Just
so tempted to kick him in the ass.
straight through it.
Yep.
And it's probably about the size of like a 24-inch monitor. It's just like in a oval form. But anywhere you sort of look at this hole, it is just pitch black. Any which way you look at it.
Have I ever heard of anything like this?
You can make a occult plus intelligence. That is going to be DC 5.
Oof.
That'll do.
Ooh, nailed it! Nailed it!
Holy! Oh, you're insane, Carter.
This is what I do.
As you look through it, and he describes it being cold on the other side. You've heard before that even though you haven't seen it much, the Lasombra clan pull their power from what is called the Oblivion. And is what powers their rituals and their disciplines of that particular one. And you believe you're looking at a doorway to said location. Whereas on the other side that door goes to, you're not sure, but it looks like it is a doorway to Oblivion.
And so, like, do I think that connects to another, like, real place, or does it connect to some, like, weird Lasombra place?
Most of the time, it is how Lasombra travel between the two. But usually it's within shadow. This one is, despite the fact that there's shadow here, it is still holding. So typically they go to a real place. There's typically another destination on the other side.
Okay, so we're gonna need a propane tank.
Now he gets it.
So no, I will. You know, this would be a really good scene to have Matthew here.
What a shame.
So just so I'm following here. So Dimitri's brother moved into this apartment like around the same time Dimitri got to Indy.
Yeah, they showed up at the same time, and shortly after they arrived to Indy, he went to find a haven, similar to how everyone sort of did.
Right.
He went to find a haven. This house was available.
Okay, so he moved into this house. Like I don't. It feels like that was a while ago, but it was only like what, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's roughly about 2.5 weeks at this point.
Okay, so he moves in, thinks, oh, that's a neat black light. I'm okay with that, because he's dumb.
Look, he's got an intelligence of 1. What can I say?
I mean, he's Dimitri's brother. I'm not shocked.
Oof.
Just kidding, man.
Hey, Dimitri
So he
has
moves
that
in
intelligence
here.
of 2, okay?
Okay, that's. I mean, it is cool looking. I'll give him that.
Exactly.
So he moves in here about 2.5 weeks ago, and then out of nowhere, I guess this Lasombra, if that's what we're assuming it is, comes back, and yeah, okay. I think I get it. So yeah, so I'll tell you guys. It seems like it's a portal. I'll tell you what he told me. I don't know what to do with it. But Lasombra, as far as we know, most of Lasombra are Anarch, right?
Most Lasombra are actually neither Tower or Anarch. They're actually their own sect called the Sabbat, which are more of the we rule this world. Everyone else sort of just lives in it. And they were removed from the Camarilla when they wouldn't support continuing to follow the Masquerade.
Okay. So they anti-Masquerade vampires. Check.
Yep. But you do, from what you had conversations with Matthew and saying that more and more Lasombra, whether as expensive to come back, have been making their rounds back towards the Camarilla.
Gotcha. Okay.
I say we mark this on the map. We pay attention to it. We bring it to Bart's attention, and we get the fuck out of here.
I'm all for that last part for sure.
Wait, you guys don't want to look and see
I
what's
don't
on
know
the other
about you,
side?
but I'm very hungry.
I mean, I kind of do. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, Carter, I'll go with you.
Who is this? Dimitri's
This is-
brother talking?
Yeah, this is Dimitri's brother talking.
The guy who just got staked?
Yeah.
You've got a
Hey,
hole in
Walter.
you.
I mean, so does Dimitri.
You need to talk with our sire before you go anywhere. He has questions for you.
I don't know if we'll be able to get back. I know nothing. I mean, I know I have a very vague sense that this is a portal to someplace else. I don't know if it's two-way, one-way. There's a good chance there's more of whatever that was on the other side of it.
I see why you bring the propane.
Always bring propane.
But I am super curious. But I think we need to talk to Matthew.
All right.
And we know La Sombra. He's a friend.
Yeah, let's. Why don't we call Matthew?
Do we want to call him on the way? It's a long drive to Terre Haute to talk with the sire.
Well, we're going to stop and get something to eat, though. I'm hungry. You're probably hungry.
I am starving.
We should definitely stop to get something to eat, but I feel like we should call Matthew before we leave, because if Matthew is like, holy shit, do this right now, I don't want to have to turn around and come back. That's my thought.
Maybe
Yes,
we should do it in the
whatever.
car. In case
It's
anything
good.
comes through that hole. Whatever it is.
She sort of has a point. Like, if you're worried about there's more of those things on the other side, do we really want to be here when they decide to come through, when they realize she's not coming back? As she sort of kicks, or as he sort of kicks the body of that person who staked her.
I mean, you've lived here for 2.5 weeks. We could probably take 2 minutes to make a phone call, right?
I was also
No?
on the same page of jumping through it, so I don't think
Yeah.
my point really has a lot of weight to stand on.
We can just go to car. It's not like we're that far away if we need to come back inside and do something.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Okay. As you guys all go ahead and leave the house, you all sort of see, it almost looks like something just very quickly passes by the window, almost like a shadow from right to left. And you guys see behind you, the door just shut behind you guys. Oh, I should mention, I think this place is haunted. Why is cheap for so long and empty for so long.
What?
Yeah, I think it's very, very minor. It just shuts doors and turns light switches on and off. It seems... Look, I don't think ghosts are real. I think it's just a short and some wind. But I know some of you are superstitious, so I figured I would just sort of say it.
Walter, you are fucking crazy.
Yes,
don't
this is why I like to
understand.
party.
Walter, I'm going to ask you a question your brother asked me. Have you ever been thrown out of a car?
Many a time, but I don't think we have enough time to go over these stories. Hell, I was thrown out of a car just 2 days ago.
It may
Gotcha.
happen again.
Do you want to put a bet on that?
Sure.
I like this one. She's good. She is good.
Yes, very much so. Now, we make this call. Come on, Carter, pick up phone. Let's do.
Okay, sure. Call on Matt right now.
Okay. As you guys go ahead and make that phone call, that's where we'll wrap up for tonight's session. And we'll start next week with a phone call between the coterie and Matthew. So thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. Really do appreciate it. Dimitri, I'm sorry you got staked. It was sort of a thing of beauty at the same time as well. But I was rolling hot tonight. I will say that.
Oh yeah,
Very hot.
you were on fire.
It was very good, very good. But I do want to go ahead and shout out a couple things, guys. Make sure check out the YouTube, as this will be uploaded on Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we will also have the podcast out on Monday as well. Then do want to shout out San Diego by Night. It is a living community based in San Diego where you can be a kindred and run around and cause all sorts of chaos and have a fun time doing it. So make sure to swing by. It's going to be a lot of fun. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for coming and hang out. Really appreciate it. We will see you guys tomorrow with some more video games. Then on Thursday for We Run the Night, our Shadowrun campaign. So they are in the process of trying to figure out how they're going to break into Seattle Super Pen. So come and see how you want to figure how that'll work, because I'm sure it will end up wonderfully and not with a lot of heat. So otherwise, I'll see you guys next week on another episode of Indy by Night. Have a good one, guys.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.